How we doing, guys? Just wrapped up my workout and I wanted to make a quick intro to this video. The reason I made this hour-long breakdown of what I do and how you guys can make money is because so many people have been asking how I afford my lifestyle, the cars, the watches, the crazy cribs, all this stuff. So I decided I'm just gonna make a tutorial for you guys. Nobody on the internet has done this. Nobody on the internet is teaching anybody except me how to become a sports content creator. So this video will probably be around an hour long. Take some notes, put a hoodie on, put your earbuds in. If you can't focus for that long, you're not going to make it anyway. So I'm going to explain everything you need to know to start growing your page and to also start monetizing every single thing you need. I also have some exclusive videos from my program for you guys that I'm giving out for completely free. So take some notes, lock in, and stay tuned. All right, guys, here we are. How to build $1 million sports content business. Now, I already told you guys in the intro that this is one of the best businesses of 2025. I'm the only person on the internet making programs on this, but you're probably asking, what is sports content? Now, I'm going to break down every single thing you need to know about this business, and not just how it works, but literally how you can build your page, how you can start growing your page, and how you can most importantly monetize your page. This is a full course video. This is not a story video. This is literally a full breakdown on how you can start making money from sports content for completely free. So put your headphones in, put your phone on DND, get a notepad, get a pen and paper, and lock in. If you don't have an hour-long attention span, I don't know how long this video is going to be. I'm going to go in depth, but if you don't have an attention span, you're never going to make it in this world anyway. So I built $1 million sports content business at 19 years old. That's when I hit my best numbers. That's when I became a millionaire. So I have done this. This is how I've made all of my money, and this is why I'm showing you this. Tons of people on the internet, they're out here trying to sell courses, trying to sell things on things they've never even done. This is how I've made all my money, and here is life after hitting 100K months. If you're coming from my social media, you know I flaunt the lifestyle a little bit, but this is probably what caught your eye. I have a McLaren, I have an Aston Martin, I was able to move to Miami, I got my dream watches, and here's a picture of me in a McLaren with my RPG. Now, why is that picture up there? Just to show how awesome this life is, that I can just post up with an RPG on a random Tuesday night, because why not? Getting rich, especially when you're young, is the best thing ever, and that's why I'm showing you guys how to get rich through sports content. So this is just a little glimpse of my lifestyle, but the point is sports content has purchased all of these things for me. Now, what is sports content? This is probably what you're asking. You understand that I post videos about sports. Maybe you've even checked out my sports Instagram, but you don't understand the business model. You don't understand how to make money. So sports content creation in a nutshell, this is a quick version, and then we'll obviously go in depth the rest of this video. We make viral sports videos, we build a following, and then we monetize with affiliate deals and digital products. Now, everybody hears affiliate deals. You're probably thinking 10% of something, like those young LA codes all these fitness guys have, like really bad affiliate deals, but that is not what I'm talking about. These are the best affiliate deals on the planet, and this is how we get into the best business of 2025. Why it is the best business. Now, this is the only business in the world with 1,000% profit margin. That's right. When I'm talking about 1,000% profit margin, which is 10x, if I get somebody to deposit on one of my apps, my affiliate deals, with my code, I get $100 if they deposit just 10. That is a 10x payout. A $10 product pays me $100, something that we've never seen before in business, and that is one of the main reasons I started this. I needed something when I started. I'll go over my story quick in a second for you guys, but when I started, I saw this and I was like, okay, I need to do this. I had a ton of energy, I had a ton of ambition, but I didn't know what to do. I tried drop shipping, it was terrible. I tried e-com, it was terrible. I tried all the garbage that you guys have probably tried. But when I saw this and I saw the margins and the upside of this business, I was sold immediately. Next, the industry is absolutely booming. In a second, I'm going to show you guys a graphic to explain how much this industry is booming. And then also, going viral is easy. The reason I am teaching this is because I have done it. I have 145,000 followers on Instagram. I have another 45K on TikTok and about 6,000 subs on YouTube. I cracked the code to go viral with sports content. I'm one of the Goliaths in my niche, and I have the perfect blueprint that I'm about to share with you guys on how you can make money. And if you guys know anything about business, you know that the more views you get going viral with your content, if you're doing affiliate marketing, then the more money you are going to make. So the real key, the real thing that, keeps your business going here is you making viral sports content. And that's what I'm going to show you. But to go over these, This is a little bit of what I'm talking about with the, 1000x margins. Like, this is one day, guys. From one app I promote about 5 apps. This is Chalkboard. Creator payment plus $100. Creator payment plus $100. Creator payment plus $100. Like, you guys can see how much money this is making. And the crazy thing is, these are all $10 deposits. Sometimes they deposit more, but the minimum is $10. So I made, what is this, like $1,000 within from 8:48 p.m. to 10:30 p.m. This is $1,000 in 2 hours, guys, on one of 5 apps I promote, and we don't even make all of our money from affiliate marketing. So this kind of just shows a little bit how unbelievable this business is. Now, to go over that the industry is booming. The American sports betting industry posted a record $13.7 billion in 2024 revenue. Seems like there's enough money to go around, and 2023's record was $11 billion. So it went up $2.7 billion from 2023 to 2024, and it also went up from 2024 to 2025. The point is, this industry is booming. You're probably seeing Prize Picks and Underdog commercials on YouTube or on TV. I mean, you probably don't even recognize it because you're not a sports creator, but trust me, this business is absolutely moving. Everybody is betting on sports. Everybody is laying money on sports. People you wouldn't expect. And going viral is easy. What I talked about, this is my page, 143K followers. As you can see, 1,300 posts. I've posted a lot, but I cracked the code to go viral with sports content, and that's why I'm teaching you guys something that I have actually done. Now that I've made all this money from sports content, as you saw in the first slide, I don't know if you guys saw it, but I have made a lot of money. I've made $1.5 million profit. I didn't even go over it. I forgot to go over it, but this is the main app I promote. It's called Underdog. As you can see, these are wires I get every single month. My best month from Underdog was $50,000 from one app alone. As you can see, 49.5, 20K, 47K, 27K, 36K, and then 8 and 6 before the NFL season. But yeah, these are wires I get every single month, and this is from one of 5 apps I promote out of multiple income sources. So this just goes over a little bit of how crazy this business is. And then I also showed you guys a little bit of my chalkboard, how much money I'm making on there. So this business is absolutely amazing, guys. It's one of the best things you could possibly get into right now. And because I made so much money, right, because I achieved the life of my dreams for it, I decided to start a program. I started something called Sports Creator Academy. Now, what Sports Creator Academy is where I teach people how to get rich as a sports content creator. Now, I'm giving you guys this full course right now, how you can start, how you can do everything. But if you want one-on-one access to me with way more in-depth stuff, you can join Sports Creator Academy, where I will teach you exactly how I did it step by step, with 3 hours of course content, with weekly Zoom calls, with a collaborative team of over 50 members who are all winning, like some of my testimonials right here. My boy Chad, Fantasy Football Sav, started with me about 9 months ago now, and he made 68K profit in December. Absolutely ridiculous. 68K profit. He had a few videos pop off. I was telling you guys, $100 CPA. What is that? 680 signups. He got 680 people to sign up for an app. He made $68,000 profit. Next, my friend, Fantasy Football MI, Ryan McDermott. He made 75K profit in last year, and he bought his dream AMG. And then Brucey Sports, reason I threw him up here, he went 0 to 35K and made over 10K a month with an AI voice. Not even him, because most of our content is faceless. So if you're skeptical about putting your face on the internet, you shouldn't be at this point, but still, we have guys winning with AI voices. Now, I have in-depth in-person interviews, some in-person, some Zoom interviews with all these guys on my page. I'm going to link all of them below. I'm going to go over my program a little bit later in this video, but if you're interested in that, you're going to be able to book a call with me below if you want to work with me one-on-one. Now, only apply if you're serious. If you don't have a budget, it's not a ton of money, but it's obviously an investment. I'm showing you how I've made almost $2 million. But if you don't have a ton of money, it's fine. But if you have some money ready to invest, if you want to work with me one-on-one and learn how to become a sports content creator to ensure that you will scale your page and make a ton of money from this, a full-time income, book a call with me below. I'm also going to leave some links to more info on the page and testimonials as well below there. So I'll go over the course and the program I have later in the video. But for now, I'm going to show you guys how you can get started. So first, I'm going to go through my story super quick. Also, if you guys want to see my full in-depth story, I'll link the YouTube video for that below. I made an hour-long YouTube video on that, but I'm just going to speed run it so you get a gist of who I am. So this was the start. This is me as a kid. Always had dreams, ambitious, knew I didn't want to be a slave, but I had no clue what to do. Like I said, guys, we're going to speed run this. I'm going to go quick. If you want to see it more in depth, the video will be below. So first, entrepreneurial journey. It's hard to say that word for me, but first journey as an entrepreneur. Now, I was a degenerate sports bettor when I was about 7 17. It was bad. I was depressed. I would sit at home. I would wait for games to start. I would just lay in bed and pray that my picks would cash. It was bad. I was arguing with my parents because they knew I didn't want to go to college, but I had nothing to show for it. I was just in a bad mental state, and I was betting all of my money that I was making from my part-time jobs on games. So eventually, one of my guys, basically in my class, dared me to make a page because I was paying somebody for picks, right? That's what you do in the sports betting niche. If you're a real sports bettor, you pay an expert to give you picks. And I bought these guys picks and they weren't even winning. So I was like, you know what? This guy's making like 40K a month because he had like 200 people at $20 a month in his thing. And I was like, okay, I'm going to start my own page. So here's one of my horrible graphics that I made when I first started. It was called Rocket Sports Betting. This page doesn't exist anymore, but this was my first journey as an entrepreneur. Now, I grinded this for months, guys, in class with my teachers watching me all day at night. Like, I was locked in on this business, determined to make it work. And I actually made 2K one month selling my picks. So I actually made a little bit of money, like a very little bit of money. But my dad wanted me to shut it down because, you know, it wasn't the most ethical thing. Basically, I wasn't a sports betting expert. I was selling picks. He heard sports betting and his mind went crazy, but I didn't shut it down. So eventually I started my current business, and this is where I found a program that changed everything for me. I spent all of my money on it, $3,000 I had on it, and I made my current page. This was basically an old program, doesn't exist anymore, but this one guy taught me how to make sports content and basically how to go viral with it. This was about 2.5 years ago now. So I started my page, which I still run, Fantasy Football Rocket, and I grinded with the course content in there. I posted 4 videos a day, like clockwork, didn't miss a day for 3 to 4 to 5 months. I was super excited. I was going all in, and I was so locked in because this was the spring I was supposed to be going to college. Like, I graduated senior year, and then I was supposed to go to college after that summer. So like, I had to make something work now, or my parents were going to send me off to college. Now, first 2 months of business, I made 2 to 4K a month, basically stayed with the income because I transferred my followers from my old page. Like, I funneled my followers from my Rocket Sports Betting page to my new page, 2 to 4K a month first 2 months. And then I bought my Jaguar. I was making like 3K a month because I was still working my part-time jobs. And I also had this page, and I bought a $40,000 car. Now, in my story videos and in my other content, you've probably seen that I'm a big proponent for spending money to make more money. But no, I did not buy this car cash. I put like $2,000 down, and I financed the rest. It was almost $1,000 a month just in payments because I had an absurd interest rate because I was 17. But this changed everything for me. This car made me feel rich. This car made me change my mindset. This car inspired me so much, and it's the best purchase I've ever made. Now, after that, I went all in on my business. Now, this is after about 2 months of starting. Football season was about 4 months away, and that's where we monetized the most as sports content creators. So like I said, I grinded 4 videos a day, and I went from 0 to 75K in that span. 4 videos a day times 30, that was about 400 to 500 videos posted, and I finally cracked the code on how to go viral, and I've perfected that from then to now, even learning more things on top of this. But I went from 0 to 75K in that span, and this is what absolutely changed my life. My videos were popping off, I was making money, my page was growing, and I knew I was about to make a bag. So I quit my part-time jobs, and this was the first time I ever made real money online, so it felt great. Now, the next 5 months of business, once I got that following, this is when things got crazy. Now, these are the first 2 months before football season, July and August. I made 10K a month profit because I came up with this funnel that we still use in my program today, actually. And it was my first 10K months. This is when I started to feel rich. But boom, September, football season started. I made 50K. Now, these are the underdog screenshots of wires of, like I said, just the one app I do promote out of many. But you get the wire for the next month. So for example, my September money comes in October. So that's why here, October is the $36,000 wire, because I made 50K in September, but I get it the next month because it adds it up. And then a few days later, you get wired, as you can see on the 12th. So 36K from underdog alone, about 50K total. And these are profit numbers, guys. This business has 0 startup costs, like I said, and in a second, I'm going to show you guys how to start. But this business has 0 startup costs. All these guys online talking about revenue and they make 5% profit. No, this is all profit. So 50K. And then I started scaling my page, making more money. I figured out how to make better funnels, how to make better systems, how to make better videos, and I was just making more money every month. 75K in October, 90K in December, and then my best month was 150K profit in December, and that's where you see $50,000 right here from Underdog alone. Now, 150K profit in December as a 18-year-old, I turned 18 at that time, was absolutely ridiculous. 150K profit. Most people don't make half that in a year. Now, guys, what I want you to understand before I move on, I told you I'd go through the story quick, but this is so important. I went from zero, no business experience, $0 to 150K profit in a month, in 9 months. I started my page that you can see right here. I started my page in March 2023, and by December that year, 9 months later, 8 months later, I was at 150K profit. Guys, if you lock in on this business, if you try your best, if you lock in and grind, you can make so much money and change your life like this. I went from broke to rich, zero to hero, extremely fast. So these are some of my numbers from the next 5 months of business. After that, I was making a ton of money. I moved to Miami, changed my mindset, helped with my motivation. Being in an environment like this is super valuable, guys, but I'm not going to talk too much about that because that's not what this video is about. Moved to Miami, bought my McLaren 4 days later, supercar. I was spending money, I was making more money. Same thing I did with the Jag, but to a higher scale. So I bought this car, put 115K down because I was balling and I felt great. Then I started to make more money. Now, life rest of 2024, bought another supercar, my Aston Martin DBX, scaled my page up to what it is now, 143K. This is Instagram, by the way. Like I said, I got TikTok and YouTube, but this is just my main platform. So continue to do 50 to 75K a month profit. Got my other supercar, upgraded my apartment. Now I'm in a sick crib in Miami. You guys may have seen it in my content. And this right here, after I'd done everything, is when I started my program, Sports Creator Academy, which I mentioned before that we'll talk about a bit later. But if you're serious about building your page, learning directly from me, one-on-one access to me, book a call with me below and we'll talk and see if you're a good fit. Now, to get to the course, what you guys have been waiting for, how to start your page. Now, there are 3 things when you're building your page, and this is straight up how to build your page. Like, go on Instagram, click new profile, same with TikTok. Like, this is how in-depth this is. First, you need to pick your name. Now, if you guys have seen my Instagram, you know my name is Fantasy Football Rocket, as you can see, Fantasy Football Rocket. Why is that? It's a little bit of a weird name. It's a little bit, hard to read, but the reason it's Fantasy Football Rocket is because of SEO, which means search engine optimization. So every time somebody searches fantasy football, my name pops up. Now, I recommend you either do fantasy football something, even though we're going to post on other sports. I'll explain that in a second, but football is king. That's what's going to make you the most money. So I recommend doing fantasy football and then a word, or adding sports to the name after the word. You want sports at least, or fantasy football in the name. Now, you can pick any name you want, but it's important that you keep your name 5 to 7 letters, easy to remember. Why? Because this is going to be your promo code for your affiliate deals. Now, this is super important. You don't want to be fantasy football 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like, you don't want to have numbers. You don't want to be fantasy football zenith, like a word with a Z. Like, no, you want it to be something simple. This is why I chose Rocket. It can be your name. It could be fantasy football Andrew, fantasy football John. You just got to make sure it's not taken. But I like doing random keywords. I picked Rocket like literally for no reason. I thought the emoji was cool. I thought the word was cool, and I've gone with that ever since, and now it's my brand. But it's really important to pick a good name for your profile. So either do something sports, Andrew Sports, or fantasy football Andrew, or you could do any emoji, fantasy football Lion, Lion Sports, like something like that, something that's cool, something that has, a remembrance to it is going to be really valuable. So that's what you're going to make your page. Now, next is bio. Your bio is very important. Your bio is simple, and you need to tell them what to do with a DM CTA. Now, I'm going to show you guys my bio here quick. #1 fantasy football expert. I help fantasy players win their leagues. I tag my NBA picks page, and then I give my promo code and then links to all my promo codes. So a lot of you guys, you're not going to have a DM funnel yet, right? You're not going to have a DM CTA, which is fine. And right now, I don't have one up. It depends what season we're on, how we optimize our bio, but your bio should be simple. If you're going to post about football, say, I help fantasy players win their leagues. And then I would also put free picks daily if you're also posting pick videos, or #1 player prop expert plus #1 fantasy football expert, something along those lines, depending on what content you're going to post. But usually you guys watching this, you're going to post fantasy football content, you're going to post NFL picks content like player props, and you're going to post NBA content. So I would put #1 player prop consultant, something along those lines, and #1 fantasy football expert, something like that, and then a sentence explaining what you do. I help fantasy players win their leagues. Now, in a second, I'm going to break down what season you are in and what content you are going to post. So you're going to change your bio based on what season we're in, but the bio isn't the most important thing. Keep it simple, tell people what you do, and basically they will follow you. Here's my TikTok, by the way, guys. It's a little bit shorter because you don't get as much length, but I just put #1 fantasy football expert and then welcome bonuses, a link to my affiliate deals. So that's how to make your bio. Now, your profile pic is also very important. I recommend making it a picture of you. As you can see right here, this is like 2 years old. It's outdated. I should get another one. I don't really have pictures of myself, but it needs to be a clear photo of you, and it needs to have a bright color background. Now, super quick, if you guys don't know, I'll literally show you right here. If you guys don't know how to make a profile picture, just log into Canva. You guys can watch a Canva tutorial on YouTube, but it's literally super simple. All you got to do right here, actually, I have my profile pic one right here, so we'll just show you guys. All you got to do is basically make a new tab, something like this. You insert this, you upload an image from your computer, save it to your computer, upload a picture of you, click the background, and then make it a gradient. Pick a bright color, whatever you want the theme of your page to be. I went with this blue and white, but you can do anything. You literally just click this, pick 2 colors. Let's say you wanted to do green to black. Boom, do that, and then you save it and you set it as your profile pic. That's all you got to do. But the main thing of the profile pic, it's not too big of a deal because you can always change it, but you want a bright color and you want it to be a clear picture of you. This is very important. If you don't want to show your face, that's fine. I would recommend making an AI version of you with ChatGPT or something, but I recommend clear picture of you like all of my students do with, just a bright color background so your thing pops. Now, after this, you should have your name, which you hopefully put some thought into, have a good name. You should have your bio and you should have your profile pic. Your page should be created on Instagram and TikTok. Now, we also do YouTube, but that's more advanced, so I'm not going to go over this in this video. The main way to blow up is with short form content. So make your Instagram, make your TikTok. We'll worry about that first. Next, how to start. Study top creators. Now, as you can see, I was just talking about, bios and profile pics and names. Fantasy Football Fast, Fantasy Football UFO, Fantasy Football Ghost, Fantasy Football Arc, Fantasy Football BAM. I know there's a lot, but it's really good for SEO. Don't think it's oversaturated. As long as you have a different name than everybody else at the end, it's completely fine. But these are actually all my students in my group. But I wanted to show you guys the profile pictures, and I wanted to show you guys also their names. So next, study top creators. The best way to go viral fast in this industry and in any industry is to look for what's already working and put your own spin on it. Now, search fantasy football. You're going to see a list of creators like this. A lot of them are my students. Watch their content, study their content, see what's working for them, their most viewed videos, see what's not working. Try and take something away from all of the top creators, and you're going to be able to notice what videos pop off, what style of videos pop off, what topics pop off, what everything pops off, what's working. Copy that format and then put your own spin onto it. Now, this is what you need to know before I tell you how to make a video, and I'm literally going to give you guys an exclusive video from my program, a screen recording of me editing on CapCut, because you're probably a little intimidated by that if you've never edited before, but I'm going to give you a full screen recording on CapCut of me editing a video so you can literally do it step by step. Now, before we get into that, seasons, what content to post. I mentioned this before. Depending on what time of year we're in, we post different content. Now, I know that may sound advanced, but it's honestly super simple. September to February. This is why it's outlined green. It's because this is when you monetize. You're going to be posting NFL pick videos like you've seen on my page. Now, September to February, this is the NFL season. You're posting pick videos every day for different games every Sunday, and this is when you're promoting the hell out of your code. This is when you're going to make the most money during NFL season. Now, in my program, we have different funnels. We have different things teaching you how you can make money all year around, but your main money maker, because it's the biggest sport and what you're optimizing for, is NFL. All of these checks I showed you guys are from NFL season. Now, like I said, I make money all year round, but this is when you're going to make the most. So this is when you monetize. March to June, after February, after football season, you're going to make NBA videos. This is going to be NBA content, the same, pick videos, promoting your code, because we're going to have NBA all throughout until the NFL draft, which is right now, the time I'm making this video, about at the end of April. And then we're going to get into fantasy content, which is orange. And the reason this is highlighted is because this is the most important time. Fantasy content, why we're named fantasy football, is how we build our following. We give value to people by making fantasy football videos. They follow us in order to get fantasy football advice and win their league. Now, why does fantasy football and DFS player props, the apps we promote, our affiliate deals, work so well? What are you doing in fantasy football? You're projecting players to do well. You're drafting players. Guess what our affiliate apps are? Fantasy sports. You're picking players over or under. This is the easiest transition ever, and this is why we're optimizing for fantasy football. We give fantasy football value, we build our following, and then we convert these people who are watching us into depositors on our affiliate deals. And if you get thousands of people on these apps, guys, which is very doable, like I have done, that is literally hundreds of thousands of dollars. So this is why June to September is the key time. This is when we're posting fantasy content. This is when we're posting the most content. And this is when you are going to blow up your page, but only if you do it right. So this is when I went from 0 to 75K. This is when I changed my life. This is the most prime time to be in our program and to be spamming content. Now, next, making your first video. This is the most important part. You guys watching, you probably don't have too much editing experience, but luckily for you, I dropped a full video below exclusively from my school course, from my program, Sports Creator Academy, and it's a screen recording video of me, literally editing a video, so you guys know how. I'll hop in the program real quick to show you guys what it is. Now, in Classroom, like I said, I'm going to go over this at the end of the video, but we have a full editing course. Now, there are hours of content in here. I'm only giving you guys one of the videos, but it's all you're going to need. So how to make a list video. Now, this is what I'm going to drop below here. It's a 6-minute screen recording of me literally editing right here. As you can see, I have 2 videos, one talking about how to do it, and then the other one, this is literally me on CapCut, guys, with a voiceover, so you can follow along and click buttons that I'm telling you to. Now, we have full write-ups for all of these videos in our editing course, preparation and recording, setting it up in CapCut, editing clips, voiceover. This is all going to be in the video I link below, and this is just one of the many courses inside of Sports Creator Academy. You're going to learn how to edit like me. You're going to learn how to make content. You're going to learn how to monetize during fantasy season, NFL season, NBA season. You're going to learn all of my business advice. You're going to learn everything. So like I said, if you want, there's going to be links below on how to join my program and how to work with me one-on-one to ensure success as a sports content creator. But I'm going to give you guys one of the videos for free. That's what's going to be linked below. So definitely check that out. Now, the editing platform we use is CapCut. I put mobile because that's what we use, CapCut Mobile. The reason I learned how to use CapCut on my phone rather than my computer is because it's extremely efficient. I make videos in the airport. I make videos in Ubers. I make videos everywhere. Ideally, you're at home, but you're not always going to have your computer. You're not always going to have your laptop. And if you can do it on your phone, you're much more efficient. You can do it anywhere. So I teach everybody in my program and in the video you're going to watch below how to edit on your phone. And that is most important. So also, another way you can learn on CapCut. Yes, I'm giving you this video that you can watch from, but go on YouTube. Don't be lazy. Everybody uses CapCut. Go look at the 10 basics for CapCut for a beginner. Look at how to edit your first video on CapCut. Like, do a little bit of your own research. Learn how to use CapCut to the fullest, because if you are a good editor, this is going to be a skill that pays you forever. You can edit for any business. You can edit for other businesses, your own. And if you can get views, you're going to make more money. So editing is extremely important. I recommend you guys put a ton of time into it. Check out the video below. I'm giving you guys directly from my program on how to make a specific video in the sports content niche. And then if you guys want full access to everything, obviously you can look at booking a call with me to join the program, because we have hours of content just on editing the perfect video. Now, that is first. Learn how to use CapCut. Watch the video below. Next, what to make. Now, like I said, this depends on the season. When are you watching this video? Ideally, you're watching it between March and September. Not really. It doesn't really matter when, but like fantasy season, this is the best. And that's how I'm going to show you guys how to make a video. It's going to be about a fantasy video. So this is the best time. Now, Depending on what season you're in, depends what video you make. So if you're making a fantasy video, watch the tutorial, and you're going to make one on fantasy football. There's a ton of different content ideas I can give you, but I recommend, like I said, look at top creators. Check out my page. These are the 3 biggest fantasy football sleepers for 2025. This is a sleeper running back that I'm drafting in fantasy this year. These are the 3 most overrated players in fantasy football this year. Like, there's so many content ideas. You guys can ask ChatGPT, whatever, but in a second, I'm going to go over different resources you guys can use on content research, but this is just talking about what to make. So identify what season you're in, identify what you're optimizing for. Are you trying to grow your page right now? Are you trying to monetize your page right now? And pick a video idea. Next, content research, like I talked about. NFL articles, ChatGPT, or other content. These are the big 3 of making money with content research. This is the big 3 of going viral. You need to look at other creators and other things that are going viral. So I recommend scroll on your page, only follow sports content creators on your sports page, so you only see their content. When you see a viral video that you think you can make, okay, look at it, read the script, or listen to the video, see what they're talking about, and then put your own twist to it. This is going to be an easy way for you guys to go viral. It's an already proven method. This is what I used. Now I make videos from scratch because I'm a professional, but if you're first starting, I recommend not copying people's videos. Don't do that, but look at it, maybe use the script, maybe use some of the points they use, and put your own spin on it. Other NFL articles. I mean, guys, this is so easy. The NFL is so big. 3 biggest fantasy football sleepers 2025. I can't type, guys, but look. Right here, 3 must-draft sleepers in fantasy football 2025. I found an article in 2 seconds. Why is he a sleeper? Look, Bo Nix, like literally everybody on this right here is just reasoning on, making a video. Like, this is a video right here, guys. You'll make a list video explaining each player, and then you'll say all these stats. You'll say why he's a sleeper, and this is a potential viral video right here. So I recommend you guys search for NFL articles if you're making NBA or NFL content, but ChatGPT is also super powerful. Ask ChatGPT to give you 100 viral video ideas in the fantasy football NFL niche, and then narrow it down talking to ChatGPT until it gives you a full video script. It will pull stats from players that you need from last season. It will do everything for you. Use that to your advantage. But the most powerful one is watching other people's content, putting your own twist on it, and starting there. That is where you should start. Now, important things you need to know before making your content. You need to know that volume is key. I have a ton of posts on Instagram. I have a ton of posts on TikTok. As you can see, almost 1,400. The reality of this world is the more you put in, the more you're going to get out. It doesn't matter what you're doing in life. It doesn't matter if you're going to the gym. It doesn't matter if you're building a business. The more effort you put in, the more you're going to get out. Now, one of the best things about this business is it doesn't take a lot of time investment. If you're posting 1 video a day, it's 45 minutes to an hour a day max. And that's if you're not that good of an editor. But ideally, you're posting a couple times a day, especially during fantasy season, to maximize it. So volume is key. Post as much as you can, post as quick as you can, because this is how you're going to learn things. That's why I said post ASAP. Now, if you're watching this video, your goal of this video, take an actionable step. Start this company, start your page, start making a video, because the quicker you post, the quicker you're going to get momentum, and the quicker you're going to learn. Most importantly, your first video is not going to be perfect. Your first 10 videos aren't going to be perfect, but you need to do that so you can see what's not working, what is working, and compare results. I'm going to go over that in the next slide, talking about how to grow your page, but you need to post your first video with the editing tutorial I gave you below as quickly as possible. This is extremely important. The quicker you can get your idea into actual reality, into something that can make you money, the quicker you're going to be successful. Speed is key. Next, know why you're posting. I talked about it a second ago. Are you trying to build your page right now, build an audience, gain followers, or are you trying to monetize your page right now? This is going to go into the different type of video you're going to make. So know why you're posting. These are some key tenets. Now, next, what makes a video good? Script. You need to have a good script. Don't sound like a robot. You need to sound enthusiastic, kind of like how I'm talking right now. If you talk to me in real life, does this mean I'm fake on camera? No. But if you talk to me in real life, I wouldn't be as enthusiastic. I'd probably be like 20% less, more chill. Like, up your enthusiasm a bit when you're doing your voiceovers for your videos, because it's a lot better to listen to. You don't want to sound like these are the 3 best picks in the end. Like, no, have some enthusiasm. Be yourself. Your face isn't even in the video. So if you're scared, get over it. But script is important. You want to talk fast. fast, you want to get to the point, and the key video time, I would say, is about 45 seconds to a minute and 15 seconds. You want your video to be in that range, and in the video you watch below, it's going to basically show you how to make a video that long and how long you should be talking about each player so it makes sense to you. But script is important. You want to talk clean, obviously edit it out if you have any mess ups, stuff like that, but you want to talk fast, take out all the gaps in your content, which again, I'll show in the editing course, get rid of all that crap, talk fast, have a good script, and it's going to be easy to get good points for your content because you're going to use other people's content, you're going to use NFL articles, and you're going to use ChatGPT like I showed you. You're just going to be reading off a script. Next, clean editing. Now, is your first video going to be perfect? No, but you need to study CapCut, you need to study the video I'm giving you, and ideally you're in my program so that you guys can have full access on how to become a great editor like all of my students are, because I have it so step by step that it's extremely easy to learn. But if you want to do this on your own, go on YouTube, figure out how to edit on CapCut, because the better your editing is, the more money you are going to make, not just in this business, but in life, whatever you edit for. So clean editing, one of the most, one of the best tenets I would say to think of consciously when you're making content is don't mindlessly post content. Don't just spam content. Focus on making your video better every single time. Make an edit cleaner, make your auto captions better, make something in your content better every time. And if you do that over a couple months, even a couple weeks, if you're really locked in, then you're going to have really good, high quality, high performing content before you know it. So don't just mindlessly post, focus on making something a little bit better every single video. And you're going to be able to find this in the video below that I linked for you and also on YouTube tutorials. And you're going to be able to compare what videos are working, what videos aren't. Why are they working? Why aren't they working? But we'll talk about that in a second. Next is hooks. You need to be interesting. So like I said, say you're going to make a fantasy football video, or you're just going to make an NFL video. These are the top 5 wide receivers in the NFL in 2025. That's a good hook. It's fast. You get straight to the point, and then boom, you're onto the list. Number 5 is Devontae Adams, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Now, if you're going to make a fantasy video, these are the 3 biggest sleepers in fantasy football in 2025. That's a good hook. What's not a good hook is, guys, I have 3 sleepers for fantasy football that you should know about. Like, don't be a robot. Don't be dumb. Don't waste words. Your hook should be 3 to 5 seconds long, and you need to get to the point immediately, and you need to sound enthusiastic. So hooks are important, guys. You're going to see my hook in the editing tutorial, but it's super easy. I mean, you're going to be able to get a billion ideas if you guys just scroll on my page and watch other top creators. Like, look at the hooks for the videos that do the best. This one I just posted. It's already at 43K. Watch this one, 66K. Copy the ones that are performing well. See what hooks I'm posting, because hooks are recyclable amongst different types of content. So that is what's important. But here is the key. Next steps, growth. Make 10 to 20 videos ASAP. With the editing tutorial I'm giving you and with the content research tips I'm giving you, you're going to be able to make 10 to 20 videos easy. Just copy other creators, see what type of content they're posting, depending on what time of year you're watching this video, and start posting content. Are your first 10 to 20 videos going to be good? No, they're probably going to be bad, but it's fine. If you're doing this on your own, it's going to be a little tougher, because if you're in my program, I will not let your videos be bad. I tell guys, post a video ASAP, and then I give you a list of things to fix. Boom, 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 boom. But even if you're doing this on your own, this is still possible, because you're going to be able to see what's working. Say you post 10 videos, look at the 2 that perform the best. Look at if you posted 20 videos, look at the 3 or 4 that got the most views. And then you need to identify, why is it working? Did you have a good script? Did you have a good hook in that video, a good audio? Why did people like that video? Was it controversial, so you got a lot of comments? Like, why did that video work? What is the difference from your high performing videos to your bad performing videos? You need to identify that, but you can only do that after you post. That's why it's so important to get your first few posts up quick as possible, because you're going to be able to fail as quick as possible, and you're going to be able to basically get to the finish line of building your page and having good content as fast as possible. So if you're watching this video, first thing you should do after is post. Now, why is it working? You need to identify, like I said, what's working. Was it a good hook? Was it a good script? Did it get a lot of comments? Whatever. Identify the difference and then make more of what's working. Now, sometimes I switch up my audios and my content, right? Like my background music. if one background music is doing better and I notice that trend over a couple of weeks, I'll use that background music more and I'll replace the one that isn't working for a new one. This is how you get better, guys. If I do one hook in a certain amount of videos and another hook in other videos and the one hook's working better, I'll use that hook more often. Because of how long I've been doing this, about 2 years, over 2.5 years now, because of how long I've been doing this, I've completely perfected my content. So I'm consistently getting great reach on my content and basically going viral every single day. Literally my video yesterday on TikTok, I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see it right here. See if I can find, or if I can show you on camera, if you'll be able to see it. But literally my video yesterday, I don't know if you can see that, biggest reaches, the one right over here has 307K. I'm going viral daily, guys, because I know these tenets. I know what works with content. Now, this is how you get better. You perfect yourself along the way, see what's working and do more of what's working. And like I said, every single video, you need to focus on making your videos better every single time. How do you do this? You look at past results, you look at other people's results, other top creators in the industry, see what's working, see what's not working for you, get rid of what's not working, do more of what's working, and then you're going to see better results. Do that over a long period of time. This is how you're going to build your page. But again, guys, this is why it's super valuable to be in the program. I'm going to tell you every single thing that's wrong with your content, literally a list. You have one-on-one access to me where you can text me your first video, which is one of the steps all of the new members do. And then after that, I'm going to tell you exactly what to fix. But next, monetizing. This is the fun part. Affiliate deals and VIP. Now, one of the hardest things sports content creators have, one of the biggest, I guess things they have to get over is getting affiliate deals. Like, you don't just make a sports page and get all these apps promo codes immediately handed to you. That's not how it works. I didn't get an Underdog and PrizePicks code till I had 50,000 followers. Now, I know that may sound discouraging, but you still can get a few codes right away. But there are two ways to get affiliate deals. Number one is to join the program, because in my program, because of these relationships I have with these apps, Underdog, Chalkboard, PrizePicks, Wanna Parlay, Dabble, because I've made so much money with them, I have literally worked out a deal with these apps to immediately get promo codes active for my students. For example, if you go in my program, the pinned comment right now is get your own Wanna Parlay code. Every single person that joins gets a $75 CPA as soon as they join. And one of the main things, like I said, sports creators struggle with is they don't get codes till they have thousands and thousands of followers. But if you decide to join Sports Creator Academy, you're going to get 3 to 4 apps literally immediately, guaranteed. So you're going to be able to start making money within 5 to 7 days of building your program. Now, that is not the end all be all. I know you guys, not all you guys are going to join my program. This is a free course. I'm going to teach you guys how to make money, even if you're not on my team, even if you can't get these codes immediately. You need to reach out to all these apps on your own. You need to email these apps and you need to DM them on Instagram. Basically, I'm going to give you a list of the apps in the next slide here, but you're going to have to reach out to these apps. You're going to say, hey, I'm a sports content creator. I just started posting. I learned how to post from Fantasy Football Rocket. You can even reference my name if you want. Be like, hey, I would like a promo code. I'm a fan of your app, blah, blah, blah. See if you can get an affiliate deal with these apps. Now, a lot of these apps will reach out to you, but only when you gain a following. You're not going to make any money with 0 followers. So at the start, you should only be focused on going viral with content anyway. Once you get 500 followers, I'd say, which could literally take a week for you if you're grinding content, probably 2 weeks, 3 weeks realistically. But once you get around 500, this is when I would start reaching out to apps. And in my program, I have literally the step-by-step thing to reach out to apps, the apps I'm not affiliated with. You're going to get 3 to 4 apps right away from me just by joining the program. But these guys that get bigger followings, I also hook them up with more codes and I tell them exactly what to say to reach out to apps. But it's pretty simple. DM every app, say, hey, I just started my sports page. Here it is. I'm posting content daily and I would love to be an affiliate for you guys. A lot of the apps will respond to you, but in the next slide, I'm going to show you guys the list of all the apps to DM. So free plan. First, you can make money on this thing called Winnable. Winnable is a site where I sell my VIP picks. Winnable is a site where you can also have free picks. Basically, it's a subscription service like WAP or I don't know, WAP. There's other ones like some people use Discord. There's things like that, but Winnable is basically a platform you can sell picks on and also post free picks on for sports creators only. It's only for sports handicappers, which is cool. It's not like Discord where it's every niche. Like this is only for sports and this is what I use. Now, basically, you can have a free plan and you can have a VIP plan. This is some of the other ways we make money. We have our affiliate deals, but we also sell picks. Now, If you go to my storefront right here, this is what it is. I got my free plan, and then I have my VIP subscription, which costs $15 a week, or it costs $50 a month. Now, my free plan is super valuable. What is my free plan? Basically, I post promotions every single day, so everybody who is in there gets my content. Every single time someone subscribes to my free plan, they get a text every single time I post. So I'll show you guys right here. Basically, my VIP picks for winning, I post a link to join VIP. So many people get to see this because it gets pinged out to everybody who's subbed to my free plan, and I have over 6,000 subscribers. Every time I post a free pick, as you can see, I post a promo to my affiliate deal so that I can get more signups on my apps. 161 people saw this, 2 people tailed it, and this probably got me a few signups, made a couple $100 right here. Basically, this is what I use my free plan for. I post my VIP picks as well, but for my free plan, this is what I do, guys. I basically post promotions and I post free picks, but I also have my VIP plan, like I showed you guys, which costs $15 a week or $50 a month. And here I post VIP picks every single night, basically 3 or 4 picks for the NBA games or NFL games, depending on the season, and people pay for these picks. Now, a lot of you guys are probably like, okay, I don't bet on sports too much. I don't really have picks that I can give out, but I have sources for you. There's something called Player Prop Shop. Player Prop Shop is a great site because it basically gives you picks that you can copy for free and sell. Now, if you go to Player Prop Shop, I'm going to leave a link to this below also because I'm affiliated with them. You guys are going to get a big discount if you use my code ROCKET when you sign up, but it'll all be in the description of this video. But anyway, when you get on Player Prop Shop, guys, it's going to give you daily player props of every single sport. Look, Jaylen Brown over 1.5 threes, and it also has full write-ups. This is great for VIP picks, and this is also great for content because you're going to be able to read from scripts for every single pick video you need. They have every single sport, guys. NBA, NFL during the season, PGA, college football, everything. You're going to be able to read off this reasoning as a script. I use this so often for videos, guys, and it's super valuable. Now, you want to get Player Prop Shop. I'm going to leave a link to that below, but basically you're going to open up your free plan on Winnable, which I'll also leave a link to below so you guys can get a storefront on Winnable, hook you guys up, but you're going to make a free plan and you're going to make a VIP subscription plan. When you get on Winnable, basically you're going to have to make your storefront. Now, if you go to subscription plans, this is where you're going to make your different plans that you sell. Basically, there's a few things you can do. When you make a new one, you're going to click create plan. You're going to name your plan, blah, blah, blah. You're going to make a description of your plan, and then you're going to select how much it costs. There's a free plan, or you can make a VIP plan. And for pricing, I recommend every week you charge $15, and then every month you charge $50. I know this might sound a little cheap, but trust me, if you get volume like I do on this stuff on VIP with a lot of views, tons of people are going to join for this price, and you're going to make a ton of money. I made $45K in that December just from selling my picks one month, just from picks that I got from different sites like Player Prop Shop, or sometimes they were my own picks. But just by selling exclusive picks, which take me 3 seconds to post, I made 45 grand. So this is the payment structure you should do. You're basically going to be able to create your plan, and then after that, you're going to be able to basically, it'll be in your store right here, and you're going to be able to put this link in your bio so people can buy your exclusive picks. Now, you're going to promote this stuff on your stories. You're going to promote this stuff in your free plan. You're going to promote it on your page with the link, and then people will buy, and you will have monthly reoccurring revenue. This is why this business is so great, guys. We don't only have affiliate deals. I make about 10K a month from my VIP consistently every single month because these are subscribers paying every single month to get my exclusive picks in the NBA and NFL. So this is another way you should make money. VIP is a little more advanced. I wouldn't do VIP until you have a couple thousand followers because nobody's going to buy from you. You're going to make money from affiliate codes, but I wanted to put this out there so you guys can also know how to make your VIP program. The reason I didn't go too in depth on how to set up your Winnable is because people are going to basically show you how to set it up when you apply with the link below to open your Winnable storefront. They'll walk you through setting up your store. So that is another way you can make money with VIP. Now, getting your own codes. Say you don't want to join my program. Say you don't want to get hooked up with 3 to 4 codes immediately, and you're really going to do this all on your own, which is completely fine. As your followers grow, you're going to gain more partnerships. Like I said, I didn't get Underdog and Prize Picks until I had 50,000 followers. Now, a lot of it, you can still get codes when it's lower. You can get Chalkboard almost right away, Wanna Parlay and Dabble almost right away. You can still get codes right away, but with these bigger apps, you really need a connection to get them unless you build up your following. So these are the apps listed list right here. You should reach out to every single one of these apps. You should send all of them an Instagram DM from your sports page. Say, hey, my name is blank. I just started making sports content and I would love to be an affiliate for you guys. A lot of them will respond. You're basically going to sign a quick contract. You're going to negotiate terms. They'll probably give you $30 to $50 CPA to start cost per acquisition. Like when someone deposits with your code, you'll get $50, whatever, for each one. And then once you sign that contract, they're going to send you a link with your promo code. It's going to be active and you're going to be able to promote it on your page and start making money. Now, these are all the apps you should reach out to. DM all these apps on Instagram and also Google their email. I would give out their contact information, but I only do that for my program. I'm not going to give that to thousands of people who watch this YouTube video, but you can probably Google their, their contact info. Next, you want to reach out to all of them, not only on DM, but on email as well, and be persistent. Like keep hitting these people up every few days until they respond and get you a promo code. Like I said, different apps are going to give you a different promo code based on your follower count, and you're also going to get different CPAs based on your follower count. I get $100 CPA because I have a lot of followers. Now, people first start, you get $50 CPA, $75 CPA if you're lucky, and you work your way up to a higher CPA when you make more money for them. But luckily, if you join my program, Sports Creator Academy, you're going to get immediate codes with 3 to 4 apps, and one of them is going to have a $75 CPA right out of the jump because of my connect with these apps. Now, hopefully you guys learned everything you needed to learn about becoming a sports content creator, how to make your first video. Watch that video below. You built your page by now. You know how to make a VIP storefront. You know what videos to post, and you know how to blow up your page. Now, if you want a super in-depth version of this, literally a step-by-step walkthrough on how to make money as a sports content creator and join my program, Sports Creator Academy, you can book a call with me below, or you can click the other link, which is going to give you more info and show you all of my testimonials and winning success stories of my students. But now I'm going to go over my program in depth so you guys can see exactly what's inside. Like I mentioned earlier in this video, we got Fantasy Football Sav, 68K profit in December. Fantasy Football MI, 75K profit in his first year as a college student. Brucey makes over 10K a month, has 35K followers as an AI voice. Now, what is in Sports Content or Sports Creator Academy? Now, you're going to get full courses, 3 to 4 hours of course content, literally on everything you need. How to make your videos, how to build your page, the best videos to make. I have scripts for you guys to use, the best hooks, the best audios, everything. How to edit, how to make your thumbnails for your videos, how to make YouTube videos, how to do everything fully step-by-step with screen recordings of me doing it so you can learn. Next, we're also going to have a course on every single season. We have a fantasy football season course, like I said, an NFL season course, like I said, and also an NBA season course. This way, you're going to be able to know how to make money, what funnels to use, what systems to use to make money every single month of the year. It doesn't only have to be football season. Next, full editing course, learn how to edit like me, like I was showing you guys earlier. Business mindset course. The reason I made this program, guys, isn't just to sell you guys a program. We have a community of over 50 guys, which I'll bring you guys into in a second, a community of all you guys getting better. And it's not just about business. It's not just about business. It's about life as well. So I give business advice and life advice, just like I do on my Instagram, of every single thing I've learned going from zero to a multimillionaire at 19. I post daily updates on different things I'm going through, different tips you can use, not only in your business, but also in your life. I post everything. And we also have a business mindset course, something that you can apply to every single business, the main tenets that has allowed me to get rich at such a young age. Weekly group calls. This is one of the most valuable things in our program because you're going to be able to hop on once a week with me live, and I'm going to answer any questions you have. Everybody in the program joins pretty much. They ask me live questions. I'll go over your page, go over your content, see what's working, what's not, and I will give you actionable steps, exactly what you need to fix in order to get your videos going viral as quick as possible. Next, one-on-one access to me. Obviously, you guys are going to get one-on-one access to me in school. There's a DM feature. You're going to be able to DM me any questions you have throughout, your whole journey. And this is one of the most valuable things I had when I started. Basically, I had the contact to one of my mentors at the time who was teaching me how to do this. And every single time I had a question, I would ask him and he would give me the answer. This saved me so much time. This made me so much more money than if I was doing it on my own. And this is probably the most valuable aspect of the group. Next, We also have the community aspect, which I already went over. And then you are going to get immediate affiliate deals with 3 to 4 apps right when you join the program. No questions asked. $50 CPA, $75 CPA for one of them. You're going to be able to make money immediately, literally within 3 to 5 days of joining the program. If you guys watch my video testimonials, which will be linked below, I ask everybody, how quick did it take for you to make money? And they all say within 5 to 7 days. Now, let's get into the program, guys. This is what's inside. You join. This is the community tab. Basically, this is where I post updates daily. This is where other people post questions. This is just the general community tab. And again, this is one of the best parts about the program. Like I said, why I built it. I want to have a clan of people who are taking over the sports creator industry, like-minded people. We have 55 members right now. I'm extremely picky with who I work with. I'm not going to put a link below this video for you to purchase this. You can't purchase it. You have to get on a call. The call will be with me. I don't have any closers. I like to talk with the people I'm about to work with one-on-one. Now, I'm going to ask you a few questions, see if you're a good fit, and if you are, we can work together. But I am picky with who I work with. You have to be a hustler. You have to be ready to work, and you have to be ready to change your life. You can't be lazy. You can't be one of these people who aren't taking this that seriously. You need to be locked in. And if that's you, if I sense that is you, we'll talk. We'll get on a call. If you think that's you, book a call below, and we'll get you in the program to start making money. Now, this is just a community tab. Like I said, the main gist of the program is right here. This is 3+ hours, probably 4 hours now, of course content, screen recordings of me doing everything I told you, how to set up your page, 10-minute video on this alone with write-ups, how to write scripts, best videos to make, how to automate your DMs, how to edit a video, how to edit a different type of video, get more views on your IG stories, setting up your winnables, setting up your stand store. Every single thing you need has a video along with write-ups, literally everything. Hours of content in here, guys. What funnels we use in order to make a ton of money. I had a funnel that made me over 100 grand in 2024, where you will not learn anywhere else, and a YouTube tutorial, how to make YouTube videos so you can start making money on that platform as well. Guys, every single thing you need, and that is just one of our 8 courses in Sports Creator Academy. Like I said, Mindset Mastery, where I teach you different things about business and about life that I have learned with videos. We also have our editing course. You can learn exactly how to edit in depth, but I will still leave, that link below so you guys can learn from one of my videos. And then we have even more, guys. NFL, fantasy, every single thing you need is so step by step on how to build up your page. Every single person who actually works in here has made a ton of money and has gone viral. Next, weekly Zoom calls, like I just went over, guys, once a week. You hop on a call with me. Ours is tomorrow at the time of making this video. I hop on there for about an hour, sometimes 2 hours. I answer everybody's questions and make sure everybody is going viral and making money as quick as possible. And then lastly, guys, you're going to get those immediate partnerships. So this is the program. Oh, and I forgot to mention one-on-one access to me, of course, in the school DMs feature, where you can ask me any questions every single day, and I'll answer pretty much immediately. I answer my guys every day. I'm going to get a notification to my phone. And yeah, any questions you have about business, life, I'm here to help, but only if you're in the program, which you will have to be selected to join. So that is Sports Creator Academy, guys. If you want to see more success stories, I'm going to leave a link to my landing page below, and you'll see tons of them. It's not just these 3 guys I have here. These are just 3 random guys I chose. We probably have about 25 winning success stories of guys who are making tons of money, 10+ K per month, or some guys, even like Sav here, who made almost $70,000 in 1 month. That was going from 0 to December. That was like 6 months. Like when I started, guys, 0 to 70K in a month in 6 months you can do in this business, guys. So if you want to join Sports Creator Academy, book a call with me below. Only if you're serious. If you got a little bit of money to invest, this may not be for you. It does cost some money. Is it insane? No, but I'm teaching you how to make millions of dollars. So if you're serious, if you got some money to invest, if you're ready to join the program, if you're ready to take your life seriously and you're ready to get rich as a sports content creator, book a call below. We'll talk. I'll ask you a few questions, ask about your situation, make sure you're a good fit, and we will work together to make sure that you get rich as a sports content creator. Now, check out my landing page, like I said, for more success stories if you guys want more social proof. And I'm also going to leave a link below this video to my full story video if you want to learn more about me. I made an hour and 15-minute long video just talking about my story. It doesn't go in depth about the business. It mainly just talks about how I went from 0 to a millionaire at 19 years old. So subscribe for more, guys. If you want to see more business content like this, book a call with me below to join Sports Creator Academy. I appreciate you guys watching, and I'll see you in the next one.